Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to another video. And on today's video, I'm going to talk about an IoT project uh, for presence or the presence like report. So we made it using web and also IoT device. So basically, it is how it works is first, we scan this thing. What is it called? An RFID, which are usually included inside a chip that are inside like a card, usually on your ID card. Something like ID card or driver's license or any card, basically. You know that that kind of card that belong to your wallet. Yeah, we use that to uh, check in check in or check out, kind of. uh yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's just get dive into the code. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is that this is not a tutorial but some kind of just show. Okay, first, I'm going to show you the blade. So there's a lot of blade here. First one, obviously the layout. So there's the applet layout for the basically the base of the web, and then there's a footer, also a navbar for the top on the main content, and then there's a sidebar as well, which are on the side, of course, and there's a lot of option there. First, there's a dashboard that will show. Uh, Let me show you. The dashboard is this. So this is dashboard. Basically, it is show how many staff or person that are registered, how many devices that are attached, and then also how many are checked in or clocked in on that day. Yeah, the day are get we get the day or the date, the time basically from the local machine, and then yeah, how many people are clocked in and clocked out, and then yeah, the number of staff, blah blah blah. Okay, basically yeah, that is the dashboard. Okay, let's go back to the an option. There's a master data, which stored like departments and the positions and the stuff. Department is something like branch of a company. There's like something uh, like software engineer, and then designer, and then something like marketing department, and then there's position. Positions is a team, like the organization, the level, which are uh, inside the every department, each of them, from the like leader to the bottom. Sorry, it's kind of rude to call it the bottom, but a lower ranking member. And then there's staff. Staff is basically everyone who are inside, who has position, who are inside the department, who are inside the organization. Yeah, okay. And then there's device. How many devices? Yeah, and there's a detailed device. What ID are they, and what are they working on? Yeah, reading the card or registering the card. And then there's RFID registration menu. On this menu, we will show first first thing before we register an RFID, new RFID. Yeah, we must turn the device into um, reader, not reader mode, but the opposite of it. So it's register mode. it can easily be done by just clicking the button on the real life on the device, or we can also do that inside the web. And once the cards or RFIDs are registered, it will show up on this RFID registration. And then once it show up here on the page, we can add the stuff based on the RFID that they are registered. Okay, next on the menu, there's role and permission. Basically, it is an account who can manage this, the admin panel that going to be made, or this admin panel. And then there's user, of course. And then there is the presences. Presences is basically the reports, but these presences are based on each day. Yeah, the log, some kind, just like a log. And then there is a reports. Reports basically is monthly reports of the staff presences. Okay, and then we can get the reports by the date or by the staff. And the last thing, there is settings to adjust the secret key for the devices, every single devices. So in case that their devices are not being used, or kind of, security breach, we can just generate new code. So new key, new secret key, so that we can solve the problem of the security breach. And then there's logout, of course, to logging out the user from the panel. Okay, basically this is the overview of the every single page that are available. Okay, I've shown you the dashboard page, and then there's on the department page, there is included create the create pages and edit pages, and then of course the index pages, which are the main. Create pages is for when we are going to create new department or register new department. Then edit is basically just like create, not just like, but kind of like update the data from the created data records of the department. Okay, and next there is device pages, and it's just the same thing. Of course, there's index that will show you the list of the devices that are registered, and obviously the create and edit pages as well. Okay, and then there is layout, and we are already talked about it. And then there is positions. Positions is basically the child, kind of, department is the parent, and then there is position as the child of the department. Okay, it's the same thing. There's index that show the all of the records of positions, the table, and then there is create as well and edit as well to create new or registered new position that are required for the each single department. And then there's also edit to edit the records or update the data of the records. And then there is a presences page. We don't need register and edit or delete, because the presences are registered or the data are collected by the device, IoT device, or RFID checker or reader that are installed on the devices, the IoT devices. Okay, so basically on the web pages, we only show the data that are registered using the device. So yeah, okay, and next on the list is the report, and there is date table and report date and report date PDF, Excel, PDF stuff. This is by the date and this is by the stuff, and then this is the stuff presents and the stuff dot plate. So basically, I'm going to explain here that plate, this will show the data based on the data reports presents data based on the date. And then in here, we can also get the presents data, the report presents data based on the date. Yeah, the date or the stuff. We can collect it or export the data using Excel or PDF files. Okay, and this is basically just the uh, what is it called, the stuff when we are going to see the plate using, to see the reports plate or pages for stuff or by stuff, and then this is by the date. And then what this Excel and PDF is for exporting it to the Excel or PDF files. Okay, next on the RFID, basically this page will show you the data or the RFID data that are collected or registered to the database using the IoT devices that we are using, and then it will shown here the RFID that are registered using the device on the register mode. And then, just it will go on and go on. Register the stuff using the registered RFID, new RFID. Okay, next on the list is there is a row. Yeah, on the row, if we are an admin, we can see every single row that are allowed or registered to access the admin panel basically. And we can basically create new user and edit it. We can also edit our own user if we are admin. If they are not an admin but they have an access, they can only edit their own user settings. And then on the settings here, it will show us the data on the secret key and changing the mode from check-in and check-out, or clock in and clock out. Okay, next on the list there is staff. Basically, this is the child and the child. The grandchild of the department, the child of the staff positions. Here, as you can see, there will be a table here that will show the staff data that are registered into the organization or database, basically. Okay, kinda sorry if I am mumbling, or yeah. There is create page, edit page, and show page. Show page is basically the details of every single staff. Some things like the name, yeah, the department, which department are they are come from, what are their positions, their gender, their birth of date, and their addresses, as well as their phone number and the start date. Start date is basically when they are joining the company or the organization. Okay, next on the list there is user. So this is what I have tell you before. There's index, of course, to show the person or the user, how many user are registered. Yeah, registered. Is it correct? I guess. Yeah, think so. And then we can create new user and edit new user, the user. Okay, welcome page. This is basically, yeah, the the default plate of the the default plate of the Laravel. Okay, next on the list there is auth, which are shown as the login pages. Yeah, just login pages. No, there is no register pages because we can only register when they have an access into the database. Obviously, this will be the person that have the rights to, access, to have the access, or the person who are an admin. As we mentioned before, if we are already logged in, we can create new user. So we can create new user or register new user inside when we are already logged in. How we do that? We can only do that by, offline method. Uh, so this will prevent on, some kind of random people to uh, have an access into the presence. Yeah, basically it is. It's like that. Okay, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So if you want to see the migration, so there is a lot of table here basically. Okay, just in case there is department, device, position, presence, RFID, settings, staff, user, and user set. Okay, let me show you each of the model or table. So the first table I'm going to show you is the user table. So here in the user table, basically user, and then yeah, user, just and then there is staff model. So staff model have a relationship that they are belong to department. So every single department has many staff, and also it belongs to the position model. So every single position have uh yeah, have many staff. So basically, yeah, just like I said before, staff is basically the grandchild of the department, and then staff is basically the child of the position. Okay, next on the list is settings. So settings here are, yeah, there's a pool. So basically, it will generate us a secret key or a random key. So the pool is here inside the model. We define the pool. So the pool is from, yeah, this is the number, and then the every single letter in the alphabet on lowercase, and every single letter on the alphabet in uppercase. And then we return this as subtract and shuffle. So in Indonesian it's called acak. Yeah, for 5. And called the variable, and then length. Okay, the length is 16. So it will generate a new random code or key which will have 16 digits of random letter or number. Okay, next on the list after the settings, there is RFID model. So inside the RFID model, there is only 2 columns. The first one is, of course, the ID, and then the code. The code are gotten from the RFID or the cards that we are registered using the device on register mode or add card mode. I'm sorry. Next on the list is the presence model. So inside the model, there is of course the ID column, and then there is staff ID that have relation to the staff model, and then device, of course, from the device, and then the date. So device is basically where are they registered the or not registered, sorry, they, yeah, basically kind of registered, but like clocked in or clocked out from which device are they came from when they are reading the card or RFID, and then the date, basically the current date when they are tapped the card, and then is it a clocked in or clocked out? If it is, then it is true. If it's not, it is false. True is 1, false is 0, and then the status. status is, are they an active user or not? Okay, let me show you the relation or cardinality of the table or the model. Okay, the first is on the model, I'm sorry, there is work duration. So work duration, we can get the value from when are they clocked in and when are they are clocked out. From that, we can get their work duration. Basically, we can just using the difference clock in from clock out. So we can when they are clocked out, we can kind of like subtract. Yeah, the word is subtract, but it's in time. So how many time, how many hours, minutes, and seconds they are working for. And then for the cardinality of the table or the model, the eloquent itself, there are first the device, I'm sorry, the presence belongs to device. So every single device has a lot of presence. And then it also belongs to stuff. So every single stuff has many uh, presence with trash. So what this with trash mean? I guess we can delete. Okay, next on list is positions. Basically, yeah, I've already mentioned the positions. The position has name and is it active? So the position is active or not. And then the eloquent itself, of course, has many stuff. And that's it. Why it doesn't have something like belongs to department? Because the stuff, I mean the position itself is stand on its own. Next on the list, there is device. And then here on the device, we can fill the column of ID, of course, which are usually auto increment or automatic input. And then there's also, of course, the name of the device and the mode, and of course, is it active or not. Okay, the last is, yeah, department. Just a name or is it active or not? And is it active or not? And then the eloquent, this the cardinality of the model. It has many stuff. Okay, that's it. Okay, let me show you the web itself. So okay, this is the web. Basically, we can okay, I should log in first. This is the login page. Okay, we are logged in. We can see the dashboard, the department, how many departments are there. Yeah, this is just a demo. Okay, this master data, we can see there is department here. We can create new department as well. We can edit also and delete. Okay, next is the positions, the same thing, and then stuff. Yeah, and when we are registered a new RFID or cards, it will show up here. And then if it does, we can register it. Okay, and this is user. We can give permission. Are they an admin or not? Yeah, and we can also give them permission and role. And this is the user. Okay, this presents. This is presents by the date, of course. Okay, this is the report by the date that I have tried before, and then that's as the spy stuff. Okay, setting will show a secret key. We can generate new key here. Then we can set the mode to log in or log out, or basically check in or check out. Okay, and then the last there is log out button. Okay, that's it. Let's get just into the live live demo. Yeah. Okay, I just turned this device to register RFID mode. Then I'll try to register my RFID. Just type in here. Okay. Okay, as you can see, the buzzer, the sounds of the buzzer. Then let's try to register my ID card. So I just registered my ID card and my driver's license. Okay, here on the website I can see two new RFID registered, and then I can register or register new staff or person using the RFID registered. Okay, here let's try to register first one. Maybe I just use my name. Okay, like this, a male, and then set the month. Okay, for example, like that, and a software engineer, a CEO. Okay, okay, let's just choose for the start date to be today. Then just submit. Okay, then let's try to register new one using the name of maybe this Karina Marina. I don't know who that is. Uh, let's try maybe 11. Okay, maybe just 2001, something like that. Marketing. Let's try manager. This one, let's say Bogor. Okay, just set the start date as today. So she is a new employee. Okay, now let's try to set it to first. Let's try to log out. Okay, log in. I mean, okay. Now let's try to read to the login. Okay, as you can see, whenever I touch or touch. Sorry for the lights. The buzzer on. Okay. Let's see on the. I see. I forgot to turn the registered mode off. So now let's just press the button. Okay. And now it turns to reader mode. And now let's type it again to do the login. As you can see on the RFID registration is nothing in there, but on the presence page it is registered in login. And let's try to do a tap on the other card, my ID card. Yeah, it is buzzing every time I touch it, my card. Okay, it is registered as well, not registered but red. And now let's try to do the logout. Set it on the web. Okay, let's go back to presents, and then let's try to read these my driver's license. Okay, it's buzzing, so it is success. And now let's try to do the other one, my ID card. Okay, it is buzzing as well. Now, as you can see, yes, it is registered, the logout. Okay, that's it. It is success. So yeah,